Hey Life Group leaders, Tim Osmus here. This is your Life Group update for week ending 1/20/2019. We'll be talking about things going on the 27th and beyond. So let's take a quick look back at the numbers. 236 at overall, and at Dalton we had 217, and at Fort Oglethorpe we had 19. We're still a little bit down, so let's make sure that we are paying attention to those folks who have not been with us, maybe because of the weather or because they've been sick, and let's reach out to those. The next big thing that we have coming up in Life Group is that on Sunday, February the 3rd, is our first social Sunday of the year. So we want to make sure that we've got plenty of food and fellowship going on. Do prepare a lesson. I know it'll be abbreviated because you'll want to have time to fellowship, but let's have a great Sunday next week on February the 3rd. Now, our next team meeting, our first team meeting of the year, is going to be on February the 24th. That's on a Sunday after the morning service. It will be at 11:15, whatever, just a few minutes after the morning service. Lunch will be served, and we want all of the TEAM members to be there. I've put that out as a Facebook event, but there's about 80 people on this leadership Facebook team, but it's just for the team members. So if you are one of those members, please make sure that you mark your calendar for that. On another thing that's coming up in March, on the 31st, we'll have our next Life Group games. There'll be more particulars coming out about that as we go on through the next few weeks. I do want to mention to you, as we're having this series of lessons on engaging the culture, this one tomorrow should be another very interesting lesson. It's going to be one that a lot of us face, and a lot of us have touches even in our own lives, or if not in our own lives, in our families. And the name of it is When Circumstances Overwhelm. And it's out of Psalms, and it talks about things like depression and anxiety. And as someone who suffers from anxiety myself, I have a very bird's eye view of what can go on when those kind of things come. And so be very sensitive to that. Talk about that in such a way that people realize that we're loving and we're understanding about those. And we live in a culture that has so much stress in it that these kind of things can come out and be shown very easily in people's lives. And so make sure that you have some good talk and some good discussion. I'm sure you're going to have some people that have experienced anxiety, depression, some of these other things that come about in this high stress society that we have. So you should have another good discussion lesson tomorrow. A lot of things coming up in the near future. We got the Righteous Manhood Conference coming up. There's a Facebook link out there for that. That's for men and teens as well. Crash night this Sunday night, the 27th, at the home of Eric and Don Barr. That's coming up. I'm going to reach out just a little bit farther and go ahead and mention it's not too early to start thinking about Easter, and especially to start praying about that. Easter is April the 21st. There will be no life groups on that day, and that's the reason I want to go ahead and mention it here. You can put that into your long-range planning on life groups. But we will be having two services at the Highway 76 campus. We'll have one at 9 a.m. and one at 11 a.m. and then the Fort Oglethorpe campus will have their regular meeting at 11 a.m. I believe that's all I have for this week. I want to thank you all for what you do, and thank you for attending life groups. And let's have a great day tomorrow on the 27th at Liberty, and I'll see you at 8:30.